Your brain's like 76% that clear shit falling from the fucking sky? I'm sorry, what? We have eyes that we can move in like video game puppet shit where it's starting to feel like Mario? I'm sorry, come again? This is what enlightenment is starting to feel like. The stuff that we all know, the stuff you get taught since 3rd grade, the stuff that's not woo-woo at all. It's nothing woo-woo to say you live on a floating ball of water called Earth and you're essentially a fancy monkey. This is like a really good camera on these new iPhone 12s. And they weren't lying about this. Okay. So we're in the studio in Buckhead, and like I've said in 1 or 2 other episodes, we're selling all of this. This is all going away. I think it's like 70 days until my lease is up, something like that. And we just got some property in Tennessee, but that's for people that are just new to the channel. Something's happened to me that I'm not sure if I can put into words yet, but this video is just me trying for essentially the first time. And it's still kind of new, and anyone that knows anything about this channel, I usually don't speak on anything until I'm, well, virtually sure I know what I'm talking about. And, or at least I've played around with a thought, theory, or thesis for 6 months to up to 5 years before I even open my mouth on it. So I don't know what enlightenment is. Is it like getting a sense back? You know, it's how do you describe sight to the blind? And I'm not saying that's what's happening, but it's starting to feel like that. It's some weird hyper awareness that is, in all honesty, there's a little bit of darkness in it. It's kind of some rebirth. God, it all sounds so pretentious. It all sounds so, you know, but it does feel like experiencing the world all over again. Well, for the first time, or on a second wave, or something along these lines. It's and as I'm sitting over here looking at this soap over here in the kitchen, it's the Kroger organic brand, and it's just saying simple truth. Even that fucks with me. It's like I'm thinking about this complex question and trying to find a simple explanation or a simple truth, and then I go over here and I look at the soap and I'm just like reality starts getting weird on you when you start waking up. It starts to get really fucking weird, you guys. But that's all kind of like a cool introduction to the to this video. It took me 3 minutes to get to the point, and if anyone knows me, that's actually pretty good. So this is my path, and I cannot tell anybody theirs. I don't know. So it's always, can you get anything out of this? I don't know what you need to hear. I don't know what I need to say. There could be 5,000 people watch this video, and you know the messaging was perfect for 6 of them. Well, that's good. 6 works for me. I don't care if it's 2. I don't care if anybody gets anything from it. And then they come back a year later, like, oh, that's what he was saying. And one person gets it 20 years from now. That's the beauty of the internet. It's forever, Unless you're Kevin Hart, then you get banned for something you said 10 years ago, and you can't run the Oscars or the Golden Globes, whatever the fuck it was. I barely pay attention anymore. But what I want everyone to do is sit down with a pen and pad. You can sit down with your iPhone on notes, and you can get a quill if you have one, and start writing down how you would describe life. Okay? And I actually think this experiment is more profound if you use concrete terms, objective science, facts. Okay? I know this is kind of a lesson in the woo-woo, but I don't want you to describe it in any woo-woo terms. Okay? So if anybody's watching this and they're on that wave, don't use fifth dimension, consciousness merging, ascension, soul bodies. Don't use any of that. Okay? Describe Earth how the majority of people see it. Okay? So that is to say, this would be a decent example. Okay. We're floating on a ball of water in like some black space void. I don't know. We're essentially fancy monkeys. I used to be this big. I came out of my mom's stomach. We don't really know what we're doing here. We're gonna die, and we're afraid of something that we don't understand. There's a bunch of other animals, fucking weird creatures. I don't really understand what a giraffe is, but okay, big necks, I get it. And okay, there's like a ball of fire in the sky. It goes away every 16 hours, and the world gets dark. Okay, all right. Then we fall asleep, which is, I don't know, we like switch dimensions, and instead of seeing an external world, it's like our minds make movies on the inside called dreams. And then after you do that for 1 or 2 minutes, play it back to yourself. Let's really recap what the fuck people think reality is. Floating ball of water? What the fuck? Do you hear yourself? You used to be a little baby. You came out of another woman's stomach? My God, this shit is fucking weird. Okay? Water falls from the sky and goes back up again? Fucking what? Okay? And your brain's like 76% that clear shit falling from the fucking sky? I'm sorry, what? We have eyes that we can move in like video game puppet shit where it's starting to feel like Mario? I'm sorry, come again? This is what enlightenment is starting to feel like. The stuff that we all know, the stuff you get taught since 3rd grade, the stuff that's not woo-woo at all. It's nothing woo-woo to say you live on a floating ball of water called Earth and you're essentially a fancy monkey. There's nothing woo-woo about that. There's nothing woo-woo to say that your brain is 76% water. Okay? None of this is woo-woo. This is just objective fucking truth at this point. But the objective fucking truth is starting to seem baffling. And kind of lonely and isolating. I'm not the only one realizing this. I'm not that smart. I'm actually just some soul that's going to put it together in a creative, new agey kind of way. I'm not really discovering anything, you guys. This is not new information. If anything, I'm just remembering something, because the word amnesia, it triggers me like Bethany gets upset by the patriarchy. Really sit down and describe life to yourself and read it back to yourself until you're like, I'm sorry, huh? Well, Zack, that's just what it is. Well, I know that's what it is. That's the point of the exercise. That's what we're doing. But but it's starting to seem really fucking dreamy, you guys. Then you get one level deeper, still not in the woo-woo, and with just entry-level 9-year-old neurology, you don't even remember June of 2006, do you? You don't remember any of it. You might remember one dinner and the fact that, I don't know, Iron Man came out and you saw it with your dad or something. You might remember one thing. But this is starting to get weird, y'all. Like, you don't even remember it. And it's like, life's almost too weird to even take seriously now. Hence the Joker kind of disposition, the jester disposition. I'm just the fool on his way to becoming a wise man. Because you can't learn shit until you realize you don't know shit. And I'm starting to realize I don't know shit. I know just a little bit. Somebody made this place. We should be nice. And I think we should eat a few less dead animals. And for some reason, I'm really starting to think that dreams at night mean something. Other than that, I really don't know shit. Drink a little more water. That's usually good for you. Get a little sunshine. So, I mean, I know a little bit, but this is just an exercise.